join us from Reser Stadium in Corvallis, Oregon. High noon is here, and this showdown is ready to roll on EA Sports College Football. It's the North Carolina Tar Heels and the Oregon State Beavers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline. Beavers ready to kick it away first. And he's not going to take the touchback. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And a big question coming into this game was how were they going to be able to handle the environment and all the crowd noise? And the best way to do that, make a play early and get everybody to sit down. They wasted no time. Opening kickoff, what a great job in blocking. Open field running was sensational. They score a touchdown, and guys, early, I'm not hearing a lot of noise from this home crowd.
Might be calling a hot route. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Zings it complete to the right. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And the defense registers their first sack, and they're bringing pressure from the second level. They're going to do a really good job in this game changing up the looks, trying to confuse this offensive line, and they did it there.
Back to throw, it's Douglas. Fires to the wideout and wings it incomplete. Here comes a third down situation, and the defense hasn't been able to slow them down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. On target over the middle. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. The 10. Touchdown, Oregon State. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it.
A lot of coaches talk about scripting the first series. You could tell the script reads, get that wide receiver the football because he can make plays. The quarterback, you could tell he has confidence in his guy. He finds him, and he does the rest.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Makes a move. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. He can't make the connection on the soft toss.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting them get outside, making the big tackle.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Hauls it in. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, they're working the slot receiver on a drag route here. He's just kind of fighting his way through the traffic. He's able to come out the other side and present a nice target for the quarterback.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Tar Heels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Little bit of uncertainty there. Play clock down to 4, and they'll call a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They send the tight end in motion. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Motion from the back. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the missed connection on third down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Between the uprights, it's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through.
Oh, misjudges it a bit and muffs it. They'll pounce on the loose ball in the end zone, stop the drive, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Beaver offense ready to go. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Looking downfield, it's Douglas. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Makes the catch. It's busted. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. A spectacular one-hand grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Beavers will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They'll go right back to the run. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Shotgun snap on third down. Quickly complete. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Quick completion on the out route. There he goes. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
It's complete on the right side. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And that's this guy's third catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing, and as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
The Tar Heels, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Leaves it with the back. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
To the air on 2nd down. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd down from their own 20. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the grab. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. He'll keep it himself. Ball is loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Swings it out to his running back. Touchdown, Tar Heels! A great catch and run for 6.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To throw, it's Douglas. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Finds his big tight end. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. That is the final timeout for the Tar Heels. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They want to throw it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Touchdown, UNC! Fitted in the window for the score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. They'll run it from the gun. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We start with the San Jose State Spartans taking on the number 11 team, the Stanford Cardinals. And it's San Jose State coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Moving out to the right. He'll pull it down and run. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He'll take the deep shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Beavers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catch is made at the 15. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. And they've found no answers so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Unloads to the right. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
That ball hit him right in the bad spot, right in the hands. Really unfortunate he didn't come down with that.
It'll be 3rd and long. Handoff to the single running back. Here's a little room there. The 20. He's at the touchdown, North Carolina. And the pummeling has started. His 3rd touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total, as he now has 7 on the year.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Right back to the well. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
Unloads to the wideout. The short hands, it's Harris. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive.
Maybe some room here. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Dropping back, it's Douglas. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Beavers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Why not double the try total and go for 2? Wants to pass. And it's picked off right at the goal line. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were.
I love the effort by the field goal unit. They don't just take the play off. They don't hang their heads. They rush the extra point. Look at that. Get their hand up, get a paw on it, pick it up, and take it all the way back for 2 points and gain some momentum for this defense.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Running to the left. Breaks into the open. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The give to the back. There's a crease. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and goal. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. A 1st down run in the red zone. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Tries to do it himself on the draw. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Here we go on 4th and goal, ground to cover. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Dortch. And his first pass is incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Right back to the well. Turns it on in midfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Beavers have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. On the run, fires downfield. That's caught. It's Hope. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Looking for a deep man. Makes a catch. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Oregon State!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early.
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
North Carolina, 36, Oregon State, 19.
And he's going to bring it out. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
Well, the offense trying to be aggressive. They're throwing the goal ball down the sideline. Just a better job in coverage defensively forces the incomplete.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. With a minute 52 seconds left, the defense will use a timeout trying to get the football back. The Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Just needs a crack to get a return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have it. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Back to throw, it's Dortch. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Finds his big tight end. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Beavers will hustle to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get...
But, and he's got room. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers!
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one... it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he's going to try to return this one. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The lone back's got it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Ready to fire from the pistol.